Alright, time for a Jarvan game. I will be playing against the Viego here, which should be okay matchup-wise. It's not really that big of a problem. This is, by the way, nerfed Jarvan and buffed Viego, because this is the new patch, in case you are wondering, before you're going to start asking that in the comments. I know it's going to happen. So you are aware of that. This is that situation. We're going to back here, 50 seconds. We'll place the ward down onto red trinket for gank potential. Also, this tells me if this guy goes to invade me, which I don't think is going to happen, but he could. Start flag for the attack speed increase here, because Unleash this also gives it to your allies. So makes things pretty easy, better clear. And yeah. Now for the Beginner's Guide series, there is a playlist in the description that you can check out. This will have all of the champions in it. So if you're looking for a specific one, then be sure to check there. And yeah, if it's not there yet, it most likely will be in the future. I am getting to the end of this though, so not too many more to go. So yeah, I upload daily, so be sure to subscribe, I suppose, if it's not out yet. That's a decent enough leash to not smite this, I think. It's fine. This there. There we go. I'll smite the Gromp here instead of smiting the blue. I would ideally like to get a 600 value out of my smite. That's why I'm not like smiting blue there, because we're already at like 400 HP, so it's kind of fine doing it this way. Just EQ into camps here as well, making sure to use my passive on the small ones one time. So I can focus the big one for the rest of it. There we go. Getting a little bit low, but we pick up shield now and we should be good. We're gonna go just for a full clear. Jarvan's full clear is pretty quick, definitely not too slow. And the kill and XP changes have also come in. So kill XP is definitely way down, which means full clearing generally goes up in value. So that's definitely a thing for that. I mean, I've been consistent with just clearing like correctly throughout the entire beginner series, so it doesn't really change anything for the most part, but you know, I'm actually gonna pop the potion, not because I necessarily need it to clear the rest of this. I would be fine, but if the Viego does decide that he wants to gank me now, I'm kind of dead potentially, so it's a little safety. Pop it a little right now, and we're gonna go fight on top scuttle most likely. Not exactly sure what to expect from the Viego currently with those buffs, but I suppose we'll find out. I'll go over Jarvan's abilities actually in a bit as well. Let me just focus on this one here first. Let me see if he's on blue buff. See what's going on here. He is quite low. We're just going to go for a fight here. I have lethal tempo, so I should be winning this. Ooh, very nice. He dodged my Q. I respect it. He also flashed correctly and then used his E correctly to stall me out. Actually, pretty well played. I'm not going to lie. I mean, it's a 1-for-1 trade because lethal tempo is just really good, but for those early game fight situations, fair play to him. He played that pretty much the only way he could have survived that, so I respect it. It's fine. So Jarvan's abilities, I mean, you Q, if you hit this, it removes armor for a certain amount of time, so it makes bursting a bit easier. We see bot lane pushed in. Go for the gank here. Your W is just a shield that scales off of attack damage now as well. That's the big changes, what made it like a lot better. There's no one walking up. Let me see if I can just hit this one real quick. I think I interrupted his dash as well, so I think he's just dead here. I should have probably given that to Draven, actually. I'm kind of trolling, aren't I? Because giving Draven kills is very necessary, but I was a little bit worried about... Viego's mid. I was a little bit worried about Rakan getting like a dash or a flash off, so I just wanted to do as much damage as possible before he got away. He survived mid lane. So your W is a shield, also slows. The shield now scales with attack damage, which got nerfed this patch, so it scales a bit less now than it used to. Your E gives attack speed, but also your E, if you place it near your allies, it gives them attack speed. Which means, let's say, if I go for a gank on bot lane, but Draven ends up like going super aggressive and getting the kill on the Vayne before I could even reach the Vayne, I can decide to just throw a flag and then give Draven 20% attack speed. And then that way I can get an assist. So Jarvan is like, you can really abuse your flag to get assists with it, which is something I would highly recommend you to do. So if you are close to a fight situation, but you are not going to reach the fight itself, just throw your flag near your ally, or at least close enough to your ally, and then you'll get the attack speed increase to them, which gives you an assist, which is really good because that means that you can obviously get easy kill participation and easy money that way. So that's one thing to look at with that. And then you have your ultimate, which is just essentially a cage. Try using it like as a situation where the enemy gets away from you first, so they use their dashes and then ult. You can also use it to finish people off, right? But yeah, try using it when they run. This should be fine. We're gonna walk up to him first, press the shield. There we go. Perfect. Lethal tempo coming in again. I prefer lethal tempo very much over going for Conqueror, because it's just the auto attack you get from it is super valuable. It makes every single 1v1 in the early game much better. You get overall more auto attacks in fights, which makes getting like passive procs easier and stuff as well. I'm actually just gonna recall here. There's nothing to get. We see the bot lane pushing in, so I'm gonna have to go there. Also combos for this. If you land your flag Q combo, it will give you a knock-up as well. Something to keep in mind. You want to make sure that you use your EQ after you've walked as close to them as possible. Try to guarantee the hit. Like what I did there with Riven, I walked up to her with W, slow her, and then see if I can land a free EQ after like her dashes were mostly down. So that's what I did. Makes landing that easier. If I had ult there, I mean, I killed her anyway, but it would have been even harder to outplay for the Riven. Gonna stall a little bit of time here while doing blue buff before I go bot lane. I don't really want to use this right here. There is a ward there currently, unfortunately. We can see it. I'm like kind of waiting here because what oh, actually Viego is top lane. I'm gonna do the... What? I am trolling. That wasn't like it. It's not gonna last long enough for this, is it? Oh, it is. Okay, we can maybe still use this. This is not warded, so I am looped behind. There we go. Draven got it. Perfect. I really wanted to make sure he got it there. Don't know why he flashed for it, but it's fine. I should just do dragon here. This is definitely a dragon angle. Because we saw the Viego on top lane earlier, so this is fine. Perfect. Very good. I used my EQ over the wall here to, well, get the play or the gank where I don't have to walk over that other ward. I kind of messed up with the obviously missing my Q earlier. This is bad. Raven is dead. I can slow. Can I ult? Okay, just gotta run now. Perfect. I needed to like create as much distance as possible and just wait for my EQ cooldown to go dash back over the wall. Very happy Draven didn't like hit that plant, because if he did that the moment I went in, I would have been dead. And that would have not been good. Let's pick this up. I'll pick up one more control ward here. Wait for a little bit of HP. EQ out of base. And then we just go for the topside camps. I'm going to probably do my entire topside here and then potentially look for this Rift Herald. He actually didn't end up doing Scuttle there, Viego. Interesting. Okay, okay. And I'll come. If he wants to start it, that's fine. I'll react to it. You went mid lane. Interesting. I guess I'll do the red buff first, because having that for a fight potential is quite good. If Teemo was doing Rift Herald right now, I would look to EQ over and go, like, do something about it, but... Smite here. I'll have an extra smite chart for the Herald when I need it. Gonna finish off these camps first, because really you can't give up any, like, farm tempo anymore. So your kill XP is way down, otherwise you'll be really down in levels, and that's really bad. That's warded there. This is warded here. I can hug this wall to avoid that ward. I may be able to go for his blue. Because I'm pretty sure it's here. Yes, it is. I want to prevent using my EQ for the most part. Put him in the box and make sure the box is up. He flashed, didn't he? Yeah, pretty sure he did. I might have to flash here. Just chase this guy down. I have red buff, so it'll be pretty good. Reduce his armor right there, because I wouldn't be able to get another EQ off. E cooldown would have been too long there. Before she would have reached turret, it wouldn't have done anything. I'm just going to do Herald now. This is fine. The Viego had flash there, so he's able to, well, kind of survive it a little bit better. But he still died, so it's all good. Allows for a free Herald here. That's a little unfortunate. I think I'm just going to back... Oh, Riven TP. That's good. I could look to use this on mid lane, perhaps. Ward is fine. I don't really care. Ow. That. Okay, that kind of hurts. I'm not gonna lie. Don't want to give up the cannon. I could just walk for Bolt Scuttle here, because there's a high likelihood there should be a plant in the river somewhere. I believe. Unless it's cleared. Smite here. No plants, eh? Still have red buff for some regeneration. My bot lane not very like smart, I suppose, the way they played that, because I was in bot lane area as well, and with the wave positioning here, I think they gave the Viego too much room to clear that ward. Actually, I think they could have just pressured for the ward, and I would have been able to react, and he would have just been dead. But I mean, it's fine. 50 seconds on Dragon. I do have a Rift Herald recall that I can use. I'm making sure here to not drop any of my jungle tempo, because I really need to keep that up right now. It's way more important these days. 41 seconds. If I clear Wolves, I have time to use the Rift Herald recall to make it to Dragon. I'll do that. This gives me a level up as well as a bit more money to invest on this recall. Get my Gore Drinker here, and then we'll build for the Cleaver next. Let's EQ out of base, and we'll go for Dragon. See, 16 seconds, I will be there on spawn, basically. I could look for a mid play here and get the Vigar off the map, which could be kind of good. Oh, my Heimer is getting destroyed, actually. Holy moly, 60 CS down. Yeah, he flashed. This is a free ult now. Make sure to not get hit by that one. Perfect. I'm smiting there as well, because I honestly do not want to give the kill to Heimer when he is like he is just not good. You don't have 40 CS like in any situation ever, you know. One of those situations where it's like, yeah, just give me the kill. I can pressure the entire map with the kill, which I think would be better. Get the mid turret down here as well, which will force first turret. I needed to use the Herald before going for Dragon, because I want to get the turret plates out of it as well, so I'd gain extra money. If I go for Dragon first there, then I wouldn't get the money, which would just not be ideal. I'm going to clear all the plants here. I can't go for the Viego there. My ult's also on cooldown. I have to respect a bit here. Heimer has no mana. This is bad. The Viego, or sorry, the Vigar has too much pressure there, and the other guy has no mana. Go for the Vayne here. Perfect. Shield here. Go for the Vigar. That's a fine Janna ulti. Put them in a box. It's fine. My box there prevents Draven from getting hit. I put all of them in there. I mean, Heimer never showed, so it was always going to be a man down, unfortunately. That's the sad part. Also, the Vigar cage was placed quite well. It's just the fact that Heimer is not there, which puts us in a colossal disadvantage. He didn't rotate. So it is what it is. I thought our fight situation was going to be slightly better, but what I think I should have done instead was ult and flash out instantly. So I lock him in a box for Draven to hit him for free while I can't take damage. I think that would have been smarter. Because I locked all three of them in the box with me, which then put me in a situation where it's like they can all hit me, right? And I really should have just flashed out of that situation real fast. I think that would have been smarter. I mean, yeah, it is honestly like straight up the Heimer's thing for absolutely refusing to show up. Like, he had low mana, but he could have just picked up a plant, if you know what I mean, as well. So it would have been whatever. I figured the Viego would have gotten that thing like 35 years ago, yeah. I wasn't gonna go for it, because in that situation, if Viego, like, passive hits should have gotten that thing down like 15 years ago. That's why I ran top lane. Well, again, I guess I'll go top here. Ah, Draven cleaning up. That's good. Okay, not bad. Maybe I could have contested the dragon more, but with the clear speed on Viego after he killed all of us, I was expecting him to just kill that thing in 2 seconds. Guess he didn't do that. Poke her a bit. I'll go in for this, actually. The shield up. I have lethal tempo, so I win that one in a 1v1. Timo, like, I don't know, took a pathing. I don't know what it is. With lethal tempo, winning those fights is much easier. Plus, the shield now gives me quite a bit of HP, honestly. It's a fairly low cooldown. Try to use it as frequently as possible in fights. Make sure I can get his topside here. I know all of his topside camps are up because he did the dragon and he committed his time to that. So, I can just kind of trade a bit. Viego here. Perfect. And now I'll do Rift Herald. Alright, cool. I have, like, as you can see, I have 12 out of 17 KP, which is really good. Basically, all I've missed out on is that one dragon fight that I wasn't there for, where Draven picked up a triple kill, and for the rest I have been there, so that's good. Pick this up. That's not too much of a rush in putting this thing down. See if I can go for this camp, then recall. Then I can come out of base, clear my bot side 3 camps, look for the dragon type of deal. Like any type of bot side plays. Dragon's still 3 minutes. I get that, but something like that is the idea here. Perfect. We get the cleaver, and then I will go for the Death's Dance next. Another one of those. I'm just gonna build like very AD heavy bruiser, because you want, like, the more AD you get, the bigger the shield becomes as well, you know, so quite good. One's backing. Two turrets down on mid, that's good. Done a lot for bot lane as well, like helping them get that lead. Getting those early ganks off, you know. Even if Draven didn't get, like, the initial kill, still, like, it costs Vayne a lot dying. We're calm, like, they just lose pressure. Diego top. I can most likely check his bot side camps then, which I will. If there is a plant here... Oh, hello? I don't understand why, like, they didn't walk forward there, because I was spamming to cut them off. That's kind of sad, actually. That could have been a free kill. Okay. It is what it is. I guess I'll just take his bot side camps. There's no way Viger keeps pushing, right? I mean, I can just go for this, honestly. See where he goes. He definitely walked bot. Oh, we lost quite a bit there. I should have just gone for mid lane, but I was seeing their bot lane situation. I was like, that's just a free double kill, and that's what I was going to go for. Instead, like, because my bot lane didn't walk up, it wasn't really an option. 40 seconds on Dragon, but I think I should be able to kill the Veigar here if the Teemo decides to walk forward. She didn't. Means I have to just go down to Dragon now. Ooh, Draven ping's not good timing. They have to come to Dragon, like they can't be top lane like this.
Rampage.
I would prefer it if the Heimer would also show up for Dragon, because he has no teleport. Okay, I guess that Draven wins. I mean, let's be honest, like their bot lane is 0 and 10 at this point, like it's fine, but nope. Go for this guy, so he can't join the fight. Ah, but okay, it's fine. Draven gets the double kill. I get like absolutely murked by Veigar ult. It's okay. Getting murked by Veigar ult's not that big of a problem, honestly. It's also, I mean, it's fine. Let me see. I'm wondering whether I should go for the Hex Drinker here first, honestly. I think I'm gonna do Hex Drinker here. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna have to spam that thing down as soon as possible. I think I'd rather shove it into a bot wave. I could put it top, actually. I'm gonna have to use it right away, because otherwise it would time out. If you use it and have a blue or red trinket, it gets instantly refreshed, so you can just use your blue or red trinket real quick. Okay, it's gonna shove into top lane here. Gonna make sure we go for that one real quick. I want to walk up to the Riven. Make sure she doesn't put the Herald down. There you go, not bad. We want to make sure he walked his Rift Herald all the way down here. I was forced to use it in that moment. So we're just gonna have to escort it a little bit. Those two are currently covering it. I'm like kind of clearing around it, seeing if to get the scuttle for the Vision and River as well here. And then we scout his topside camps here as well. I may have to run mid lane perhaps. That's fine. All I have to get is the kill on him there. I mean, if Veigar pushes mid, that's kind of okay. I would ideally like to see my Draven and my Janna not be bot lane, but actually defending against the Veigar. That would definitely be helpful. But it is what it is. Gonna EQ. Losing this mid turret here I think is unnecessary, as long as these two just went mid instead of just doing nothing on bot lane. But that's kind of out of my control, you know, it is what it is. Let's go cut him off. It's fine. Shove in mid wave here, and then we should go Baron. This is just an easy time to Baron, because I have Draven, who is kind of strong, obviously, and I also have a Heimerdinger on my team. Like, regardless of how behind this Heimer is, his turrets are still going to do a significant amount of Baron damage. I'll tank the Baron here. Because whoever tanks Baron gets this Baron Gaze debuff, which you do 50% reduced damage with. So I just want to make sure I tank it, because I will definitely do less than these two on this objective. That's right. I think I might finish my Maw before I finish my Death Stance. I'm not sure, but the main thing I'm gonna die to is just Veigar ult. That thing does an obscene amount of damage. That's definitely something to be a bit careful about. I'm gonna use my Baron Recall to spend my money here. I think I'm gonna finish the Maw, and then I'll go for the Death Stance next. Do this as well, and then this. Perfect. It's long enough into, like, I mainly use CDR boots for the early stages of the game. As long as it's like I'm like quite far into the game, I actually switch to certain defensive boots, and I think the boots I have right now are the better boots to use. I don't want to go into this fight, by the way. Yo, oh my god, dude, I thought I clicked that thing like 50 times. Oh, Viego damage is quite high though, I will say. Oh, that's my bad. I was trying to hit the plant, but it didn't hit the plant. So I didn't really get to get out of that situation. I actually didn't expect the Viego to be in that position. But he does a lot of damage to me though. Those Viego buffs are quite significant. That's a little bit of an ouchie. It's my bad. But no. Viego's getting quite fed here. I mean, the fight loss is on 100% my bad there. Draven got to clean up what he got to clean up, but if I die like that, like, that's just not good. I don't think Collector is the choice for him here. I think he would have been better off building either Navori Quick Blades or Infinity Edge or even Bloodthirster, one of those. Collector really doesn't do anything for him here. It's just not a great item. Not compared to like Bloodthirster or Navori, i.e. those are all better. $17 seconds. This is not. Oh, he flashed. That's actually kind of nice then. Have to go this way. We have to wait. Actually, Riven is stopped. That's kind of good. I can use one of my smites there. That's fine. Make sure to CC there as soon as he jumps in. Perfect. Slow the Riven down. Not good. I just need to make sure I protect my Draven as good as I can. It's like one of the bigger things there. I just like wait with my EQ until Viego commits toward Draven, and then I EQ that, and then that way I can defend my Draven as long as possible. I am also make sure like I just pick off a target on the side in that situation, because the Vayne definitely walked up too far, so I can go for my ult with that one. My team was in a safe enough position where I didn't have to completely defend them, and I could just dive the Vayne for a bit, which as you saw was fine. But then I obviously have to like protect my Draven as best as I can, because they're gonna try to dive him. They either kill me first, which is fine, because at that point Draven gets to do free damage, or they go for Draven. I just try to defend them as best as I can. Doesn't look like Draven wants red buff. He would have walked towards it. I guess I'll take it. Bane Bolt. Yeah, Viego would be a primary target to kill. He is building very squishy, so he should die quite easily for the most part. Also 2 levels up on him. And in like a relatively safe position here. I need to turn my ultimate off right away. Viego right there is making quite a... Okay, make sure to defend here. Very nice. I needed to turn my ult off there quite fast, because I actually got Draven in the box as well. I was trying to put it so that Draven is outside of the box, and then their teammates are in the box with me. But yeah. All I do in these team fights is just protect my Draven. I'm just in a situation of the game where that's the case. Like, I'm trying to play as protective of my Draven as I can. Like, protect your AD carry type of situation, you know. Use my flag for extra attack speed here. Clear this wave out. We get mid turret. Nice that he got the pentakill as well. I kind of like that one. I have no interest really in taking this inhibitor right now. My Teemo kind of greeted, which means he's instantly dead. Yoink their red buff while I can. It's fine. I'm just gonna have to be protective of my Draven the entire time again for the next fight. And if I do that, I should be more than fine. I just make sure I ping what I have so he like plays a bit safe. Stopwatch is definitely the best value item I can get right now, and I'm probably going to finish this build with a Guardian Angel. Because you just want to stack like more AD, because it now gives a colossal shield each time, right? So it's a 5-second like 400 HP shield at the end, basically. My Heimer is kind of griefing this, because you can't walk up like that. He's just dead. Yeah. I mean, look at him. Like, what can I say? He is very far behind. I have to make sure I defend my Draven. I have to defend my Draven in like a safe way as well. In like a way where he... Oh, okay, this is fine. I am willing to go for this, eventually. I can't go in too deep too far because the Draven doesn't have any more. My Draven got kind of interrupted there, unfortunately. The Viego pressed recall, so that's instantly an opportunity for me to just go for the Vayne. I was hoping Draven would have a better distance, but Rakan instantly engaged on my team as well, which meant that Draven couldn't walk forward. And I was just kind of in there with Vayne. Nothing I can really do about it, you know. Just make sure we get the focus on this dragon. Not the biggest fan of this. Actually, he probably makes it. He is GA. He has full build now. That's quite good. Would they Baron? I think they have pretty good Baron damage with Viego. Yeah, Vayne is dead though, so... You just need some type of vision on this. Okay, they're not doing Baron. That's good. Riven just backed. 9 seconds on Dragon. Dragon is definitely our priority here. We need to turn this. Those two are out of position. That's good. Protect here. Make sure to intervene. I want to actually do it the way I did it here. Dude, don't recall. The way I did it there is I want to use my stopwatch to bait his attention. Because he was definitely going to go for me. If he instantly goes for Heimer, there's a pretty good chance Heimer just dies there. Which I think would have been worse. So if I use my stopwatch to initially bait his like Q auto attack that he wants to use on me, I will be better off. Because then I can prevent that from hitting. And then I can use that time that he wasted so he doesn't kill anything else. That makes sense. That's why I did what I did. With the way I used my stopwatch. Because I'm gonna have enough money essentially for my Guardian Angel anyway. I just need like 1 or 2 camps now. Raven just gets red here. I really want, like, I don't want Teemo to take this. If someone takes it, it's either me or Draven, and I would definitely give it to the Draven. Okay, got my Guardian Angel. That's good. So this stopwatch is like instantly replaced with the GA anyway, because I was most likely going to get it off that team fight when then the Baron and all that. So I was just going to use it to save my teammates by baiting his attention. All right. I am pretty much full build here now. I don't want to get this going too long, because if this game completely extends, I think we lose late game, because they have Vayne Veigar late, you know, that's kind of a pain in the ass. So, hello? Can I get some teammates assistance, please? Nope. Okay. That's not ideal. That's minus quite a bit of HP. They didn't really walk down towards me right away, which kind of sucked. I need this. Okay, perfect. The reason I need this is because Draven already has one, and red buff gives me HP regeneration, which can give me my full HP bar back without having to do anything for it. Perfect. He went for me initially, that's good. Good. Make sure to play with and focus on my Draven. Put these two in a box. Perfect.
Stand with me, brothers and sisters.
Aw, man. What? No quads. A quad set. But yeah, I just need to make sure. Play these team fights with my Draven. If my Heimer would have been fed, the same thing would have applied to like Heimer. The same thing would have applied to Teemo. It doesn't really matter. Just play with the guy that you can protect as best as you can. You know? It's definitely the better way to play. If I'm the one that's extremely fed and I just have like a really good ult opportunity to like go kill or assassinate somebody or whatever, that's also a good choice. But yeah. That is it for Jarvan. If you guys have enjoyed this video, hit the like button and I'll see you guys in the endgame stats here. Alright, so for the endgame stats here as well, I ended up doing 33.8k damage, which is very respectable. This is not surprising, right? Like, Draven outdamaged me, obviously, but my main goal for these fights was, like, trying to protect my Draven as well, for the most part. Viego and Vigor did a good amount of damage. I mean, the other laners are fairly comparable, I would say. Teemo, Heimer, it's just, like, you know... It's essentially me and Draven versus Viego and, like... that's not really true. Viego, Vigar, and Rakan against me, Draven, and Jenna, and the other people were just whatever, you know, is how it goes. It's a pretty evenly matched game, I would say, for the most part. True damage at 2200. 2400 true damage on Viego, damn. Okay, fair enough. Damage to objectives here at 55.8k. Definitely try to keep this up as much as you can. Like, you saw me try to prioritize for the Drake Soul as much as possible. Obviously, that one dragon I thought was just going to be gone, so I didn't really go for it, which made me lose it. But it's whatever, I guess. Just try to pick up Rift Heralds where you can. Try to control Barons, all that type of stuff. So, yeah. Healing done here at 20.2k. That's a colossal amount of healing. Very good. Damage taken should be very high at 38.2. This is my main... like. Combined with the damage I obviously do, it's not bad with this build. It's definitely solid. But I need to take my damage for my carries still. This build, with the new W changes, having that AD thing, getting a big shield out of it is really good. Even though it is nerfed. I wanted to make sure it was actually nerfed as well. Self-mitigated damage at 78.4k. That's colossal. This really stacks up fast with a bunch of Ws as well. Like, this goes up quick. We have self-mitigated damage at this, and then we take the damage taken on top of that, which would be, let's say, rounded up to about 120k damage taken. Roughly. A little bit less, but yeah, 120,000 damage taken is insane. Like, that's absolutely insane. And then we have the, obviously, damage done with that on top of it. So very, very solid there. Gold earned at 19.4. I'm not surprised Draven had more gold than me. Mostly because of Draven passive giving him additional gold on kills. So that definitely made like the gap here a bit, you know. So, yeah. For the runes, lethal tempo, reasonable uptime. Lethal tempo I think is better than Conqueror because it just allows you to win early game fights a lot easier due to the attack speed that you gain. Conqueror is one of those things where like you're never really gonna get great value out of it on Jarvan, honestly. Because... you have like a limited amount of hits, and if you can go around like attacking faster, like especially in like your box time and all that, it's just gonna get amount of way more damage than Conqueror is gonna give you throughout the fight. So I take that. Triumph for 2000 HP and 700 gold, which is quite good. Triumph also really good on Jarvan because with I mentioned with the with the E thing, if you place the flag near an ally, you're gonna get the assist, which means you get the bonus gold granted from Triumph, or just get the HP regeneration in fights where, let's say, I place a flag down, my Draven kills the enemy support. I never hit the support, but because of the flag assist, I still get the missing HP regeneration back, plus the additional gold, so I still get value out of it, which makes tanking team fights easier as well with Triumph. Then we have Tenacity here. It's just, honestly, the better rune. Like, they had a Vigar and all that, right? I just take Tenacity here. And then I can take the Green Smite with that as well, and Mercs, and there will be plenty of Tenacity, and then I can get Relentless Eyeball on the second. I really like Relentless on Jarvan, because it allows you to run around the map much faster, which gives you a better position, And it also allows you to close distance easier to potentially get an engage for your EQ combo. So you can get into range better for your E. Generally, people don't really hit you before you get in range for E because it's quite a big range. So the EQ you can get in range and it allows for easier ways to catch things out. That's why I take the Relentless. But yeah, that is it for Jarvan. And well, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe for more. I upload daily, so I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video.